Hello, my name is Jeff Beltz, and I've created this video to help clients who have proof of compliance cases that may not understand why it's so important for us to get compliance when we have those types of cases in our office. And so I'm going to walk you through how important it is and how you can get that proof to us as fast as possible so that you put us in a position of strength to get the best result possible for your case. And so this is entitled Why Proof of Compliance is So Important to Your Case, and understanding how we can get the most successful results on your case as possible when we get that proof of compliance. So what do we mean when we ask for proof of compliance? Basically, proof of compliance cases are cases that involve documentation that shows that the violation has been fixed or is no longer an issue. And so the types of cases that you're going to see that we categorize as compliance cases are cases like no insurance, no driver's license, expired registration, expired inspection, defective equipment violations like headlamps, tail lights, any type of defective equipment violation that's been issued. And so when do we need proof that issue has been fixed or is resolved? I always tell our clients now. When you hire us, we need that proof. A lot of times clients don't have it right then and there, but they need to be working on it immediately. The sooner the better we get that proof, the better chance that we're going to have of getting that case dismissed, or at least reducing it down to as much as possible so the financial impact isn't there. I always tell our clients to get it soon, but no later than 10 days prior to your hearing. And so normally we have 30 to 45 days before we get your first hearing set. What we want you to do is work on getting that proof of compliance to us within that 30 to 45 day period, and then getting it to us as fast as possible. If you get us the proof after the 10 days that we request it, then that needs to be followed up with a phone call to make sure that we got it. Okay, and after you have that phone call, ask the paralegal to send you a message confirming that they've received it through my case. The reason why is because we're a high volume firm. We deal with thousands and thousands of clients a year. And so if we don't get it within that 10-day period, sometimes we don't have time to review it and get it in the file for that first hearing. And so we're resetting cases when we could have resolved it. And so the sooner the better, so that I have enough time to review your proof of compliance. I then give the notes to the paralegal to put in your file. She then takes that proof, adds it to your case file, and then I take it to court. That's a lot of moving parts that have to happen over and over and over again for thousands of clients per year that need to happen. And so just make sure you're on the ball sooner rather than later when you get us that proof of compliance. Now, the question that we get from our clients a lot of times is, well, I've got it, but how do I get it to you? Do I email it to you? Do I fax it over? The beauty of our system is that you have complete access to your file 24 hours a day through the My Case portal. You should have been given a login and a password when you signed up with us to check your case file to see exactly what's going on. And that access allows you to directly upload things to your file. That's unheard of in most attorneys' offices, but we allow our clients to do that. You can take pictures on your phone, you can record video on your phone and upload that directly to your case file. So if you have that proof and you need to get it to us, log into your case file, click the upload button to your file, and then it'll allow you to take pictures or videos of any proof of compliance issues that we have. So you can just take a picture of your insurance binder, of your new driver's license, of your inspection sticker, your registration sticker, your busted tail lamp if it's fixed, all that good stuff. Now, if you didn't have it at the time you were stopped, what do? A lot of times this is where clients panic, and sometimes even clients ignore our request because they're scared. They don't have it. They're not going to have it before the first hearing, and so they just fall off the face of the earth. Don't do that, okay? Because what that tells us is that we have a client that doesn't care about their case, and I can only care about your case as much as you do. So if you don't have proof of compliance, or you didn't have it at the time you were stopped, that's okay. Okay, don't worry about that part. What we want to know is, when can you get it? And how long is it going to take for you to get it, so that we can map out a game plan to make sure that we get it to the court as fast as possible. If we have to reset a case to do that, fine. But what we don't want to have is clients that say, well, I don't have it, I'm not going to respond back to the attorney because I'm not going to have it. Because at that point, again, I can only care about the case as much as you do. If you don't get on the phone and tell me that stuff, or get on my case and tell me that stuff, I'm going to assume that we're never going to get it. So just make sure you're doing your part in getting us the right communication to let us know where you're at and where that proof of compliance is going to be in the future. So what happens if you don't get your attorney any proof at all? Again, it can have a drastic effect on your ability to get cases dismissed or deferred to keep the violation from going on your permanent record. Some compliance violations carry really heavy fines, surcharge penalties, and possible driver's license suspension issues. For example, that no insurance case, some courts require current proof of insurance before we can keep it off of a client's record. If they don't provide us with that, then it becomes a conviction, and that conviction also gets reported to DPS, and DPS will then charge the client an additional $750 in surcharge penalties over the next 3 years, or they'll suspend their license or declare it invalid indefinitely until they do get that surcharge paid. So it can be a huge financial burden if you don't get us proof of compliance when we ask for it. And again, you're placing your attorney in a position of weakness if you don't communicate with them what the status of your case is. For example, a lot of times I'll go into court without proof of compliance for a case, and the first question the prosecutor asks me is, does your client even care about getting this fixed? Have they had any communication with you at all about whether or not they're going to provide it to you? And it really sucks when the answer to that is, no, they haven't communicated with me, and I haven't heard from them in regards to this. And yes, we've asked them over and over again about getting this proof to us. That's a terrible position for me to be in. So put me in a position of strength, not a position of weakness. It can. One simple thing is we may not be able to get the case dismissed if you didn't have it at the time, but we can save you tons of money in fines and surcharges and things like that on the back end if you just take the steps that the court wants you to take to get it fixed. So make sure you're doing that. Now, if you can't get proof we need, just let us know. Okay, there's going to be situations that I've dealt with over the last 10 years of practice where a client's just not going to be able to get the proof no matter what. For example, registration, the car's been sold, no driver's license, their driver's license is suspended, and there's no way they're going to be able to get their driver's license unsuspended within that short period of time. And so if we know that you're not going to be able to get the proof of compliance, then what we normally do is the paralegals and the attorneys work together to map out a game plan that fits for your situation. Not every situation is ideal, but when you're hiring an attorney, what you want that attorney to do is mitigate any bad things that can happen to you as best they can. We're not magicians, but we're very skilled in making sure that we save our clients money and ancillary damages such as higher insurance rates, suspended licenses, invalid driver's license issues, convictions. We can map out a game plan if you just let us know, hey, I'm not going to be able to get this proof and here's why. And sometimes when you have that conversation, we can go, oh, well, no, you just need to do A, B, and C, and that's it. And if you do that, you're good. So don't ignore your lawyer's advice. I mean, even if you cannot successfully accomplish a request your attorney has made, let them know. We can only care as much about your case as you do. If we are ignored, then your outcome can become less than optimal. So what to do now? If you have the proof, great. Let's get it logged in. Let's get you logged into my case and get it uploaded onto your file immediately. The more time we have to review the proof before the court hearing, the better. I can look at a proof. Sometimes it's sent over and go, hey, this isn't going to be good enough. We're going to need a little bit more. Or, hey, no, this is perfect. This is exactly what we need. Thank you for sending us that. That peace of mind that you have knowing that your attorney and their staff are looking at your proof of compliance it's invaluable. So again, if you don't have the proof, send us a message through your case file portal. Let us know how long it's going to take you, and then at that point we can come up with a game plan to make sure we get you the time you need to get us what we need. Okay, so right now what I'd like you to do is, if you've seen this video, log into your case file at mycase.com and leave us a message about your case. Let us know exactly where you're at, where the proof of compliance is going to come from, how long it's going to take you, so that we can make sure to task your file properly. Put us to work the best we can for you. So log on to your case file, let me know where you're at with your proof of compliance, and we look forward to serving you.